Hello. My name is Annie, and today I'm doing my second check in for the month of October. So, I'm right in damage control right now. I've had some pretty devastating news this week regarding one of my biggest clients. They've gone into voluntary administration, which means that outside directors have come in to take control of the company's finances. Now, this one I did not see coming at all. If you've been watching my videos, then you know that some of my clients have been experiencing trouble paying me on time. This was not one of these clients. I was paid on time, early in fact, and in full by this particular client. And as recently as the end of September, we were in talks to expand a certain particularly expensive project of theirs. So it came as a very huge shock to me and the team that I was working with that they were in such financial distress that outsiders needed to be brought in. So I've since learned that other contractors have not been paid. Obviously, I have been very fortunate to be in the position where I was being paid all of my invoices completely and up to date. So my November and December and particularly January budgets have been affected. I'm about to go into my low season for work. I am self-employed if you are new. So I think I'm at about half pay for November and potentially no pay for December. Now, I don't know what the current situation is with the new administrators, and my accountants and attorneys are on that. So I think we'll have to just wait and see. But right now, it is a very expensive process to get things sorted. So this week's spending has been pretty much just food. I haven't had the time to do anything else. I am still working on other contracts with other clients that have been keeping me quite busy. So food this week was pretty much the major expense. Groceries, bagels, lunch, and emergency pizza last night. So last night I actually had finally the time to sit down, relax a little bit, because I've decided on what the game plan is going forward. So in food total this week, I spent $101.70. Subscriptions, $19, and family expenses, a bit of toilet paper renewal, $21.60. So let's have a look at the wallet for food. So I still have some money in the bank. I withdraw it when I need to keep it in cash, and some gets taken out online. Sometimes I do some online grocery shopping, and this budget covers my groceries and as well as my takeout and my going out, so my events eating out. So digitally I still have $310, and I'm going to roll over $3.30. So that's more than enough for the rest of the month. We're halfway through the month. I'm going to put that back in my wallet. Coins. This one's it's very worn down. It's the centenary of women's suffrage. So I've never seen this coin before. It's from 2003, but all my coins get put into my box here. $3.30, and I will play my challenge, my savings challenge, my dice savings challenge in an upcoming video, which I just have not had the time nor the energy to think about recently. So unstuffing my other binders, other envelopes, my subscriptions. $19 was the spend, and I'm going to take out $20 and roll over the one, so I have 50, 70, 75 left in subscriptions. Family was $21.60 for the Amazon Prime subscription, just toilet paper, kitchen roll, that kind of thing. So I'm going to take out $25 and I'll quickly make a change. So I'm going to take out 25, so 255 comes out and 230 comes back in. So in total for family, I have 500, 600, 700, 720, 730 in the family binder. So that's the spending for this week. Let's calculate what the total spend was. So this week's spend was $142.30. I rolled it over in coins, 330 cents. Pretty much just food. I did not eat all the pizza. I will put that disclaimer out there in one day, so I do have enough for leftovers, but I just needed it. I just needed to gorge and eat my feelings away. So that's it for the spending. For rollover, I'm going to deal with that later, but I have a plan. I have been trying to bulk up my emergency fund for an emergency such as this. So I'm going to be putting money from my bank buffer to cover some money so that at least I have money come January. So if you're not aware, I use my income from the previous month, yes, so that I can fully budget. I am self-employed, so because I am still working this month in October, my November budget will be okay. I have enough money, obviously, and hopefully I will get paid my remaining outstanding invoices to be okay. But where the income will fall off the cliff will be in the month of November. So that will affect December's budget. Now, I need to have enough money to pay my mortgage, pay my bills, and my food expenses. So this is what this is going to be. I'm going to fill in the remaining $385 from my savings challenge, my $5,050 savings challenge. And this is going to have to be money to cover me in January. So in my bank buffer, I should have 405, 250, 350, 370, 390, 400, 405. I'm going to fill in the gap of 385, 250, 350, 370, 390, too much, 380, 85. So that's 250, 350, 370, 380, 385 to complete this challenge. This will go back into the buffer. $20 now in the buffer. So savings. I have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 4,500, 4,750, 850, 950, 950, 970, 990, take out the 10, $5,000, 20, 40, 45, 50. That's $5,050. Now, I'm going to put this money immediately into the emergency fund, and then I will pull that out to pay for my expenses come January. I mean, January was already going to be my very, very low income month, but pretty much this client was my only client for December, January. I have been working for them for about 5-6 years now with no problems. So again, this one took me completely by surprise. It was a complete, I can't explain it. It was just so inextricably devastating when people heard the announcement. I mean, I was so shocked. I think my jaw was on the floor. But I have never seen that many adults break down and cry. It was shocking to see. And I know it was devastating for a lot of the employees there. It's a mid-sized company, so it was, I think, unexpected to nearly everyone except for a very select few. Okay, so $5,000, I'll put that aside. I'll get a placeholder here, $5,050. That rubbed off. But this is now completed and it's going to save my hiney. So $5,000 is going to go into the emergency fund. Now, I already have $10,000 in here, and 5 makes $15,000. This is exactly why you need an emergency fund. And I'm self-employed, so at least that's a few months of mortgage and expenses covered. I've spent the last couple of days trying to drum up a bit more business. I've had some success, but again, it is the low season for my type of work, and I'm not at a point yet where I actually will bring in enough money to cover the mortgage and bills. I'm almost there, but again, some of my clients have been paying me late, and for this company now to go into voluntary administration and the others which were already struggling, it now really, really worries me. I think this is just a bit of a gamble on myself that I will be able to pick things up and that I will be able to find more work. And I just don't have the time nor mental energy to be stressed about it. I've spent too many days being worried about it. I have contingency plans in place, this being the big one. But I think I'm going to be in conserve mode, and from here on out, next month's budget will have to have some radical changes. So $5,000 in there. I'm going to put the $50 into the buffer, taking it to $70 in the buffer. And To replace the challenge, I've created a piggy bank savings challenge. This is available on my Etsy, but I'm going to put that in here so that when I have some extra money, I can just at least save it away, put it away. So that's just what's going to take the place of the $5,050 challenge. I'm still going to have to look at what this month's total income actually is. I'm halfway through the month and I've received about half of my income, so hopefully the rest does come in. I am at a point where I have received enough income to cover next month's mortgage as well as my bills, so silver linings, I suppose. But if I am paid in full, I will be delegating a lot of money and bucketing a lot to my bills and expenses because I need to weather the storm of the next 2.5 months. So last thing to deal with is my digital rollover. So I had $1 left over in subscriptions, and what's that? $3.40 in family, so it will be $4.40 going into my digital rollover fund. $4.40 will go into the bank rollover, and that's just me rolling over the extra dollars and cents from my bills unstuffing into a separate fund. I recently unstuffed this, which is where all that money from the buffer went into, which I then put into my emergency fund. So that's $9.62 in my digital rollover fund. And so that's it for today. Sorry for this video, which has been all over the place. I'm just in a frame of mind where I have to keep focused, and I only have one concern right now, which is to find income to support myself for the month of December and January. As we saw, December is taken care of as a emergency measure. I mean, I really would love not to dig into emergency savings, but I think, quite frankly, the recession is here. I don't know any other small business owner who is not struggling right now. I'm in a forum where I speak to and I do meet up with a lot of other small business owners, and everyone is telling me right now that between inflation and general cost of living, as well as cost of things like superannuation guarantee going up this year, things are really, really tight in their businesses. On top of that, all of the interest rate hikes have been affecting business lending and business loans to such an extreme degree. And I think a lot of business owners are looking to save money, and quite brutally and bluntly, the easiest cost saving measure is to let employees go. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that I could just, pull myself by the bootstraps, and I think I'll be able to get through this. I'm not a particularly optimistic person by nature, so that sounds very strange to me, but I don't have any other choice. So thank you for following along, and I hope you're well. I hope everyone affected by the more devastating floods all across Victoria and southern New South Wales are okay. And that's me for the week, so I hope to see you next time. Bye.